Yes, greetings in the name of the Most High, and today I am going to speak very slow because I want you to understand fully, because today we're going to talk about pancreatic cancer, and we're going to talk about sarcomas, cancer of the tissues. You know what I mean? They call them sarcoma cancers. Tissues and also of the cartilage. And we're going to tell you what caused them. Because we have a thing where we blame everything on God and say God this and God that and God that. God never give us no cancer. So when people talking, they have to understand what they're talking about. But now, we did a program on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Shante?
Yes.
And we did a program on cancer, right?
That's right.
Carcinoma cancers, right? And everybody put in their post below. Yeah?
Yes.
And me, Patrick Dels, I will take any kind of criticism once it is constructive, because I learn from the critics. Right, Ashante?
That's right.
But when people come in to write and say certain things on the page, on my page, and disrespecting my followers and my friends on Facebook, then I become very agitated, because I am very peaceful and humble, and I want nobody to tell me about to go on and move. I'm moving on yet, right? Nadia Rampertap, Nadia Rampertap. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, because you have no picture. But you said under my page on Tuesday, here's a statement. If doctors can't cure cancers, why do you believe you can cure cancer? Because you're making money off them dumb people. You think you're right to come and say that? You're dumb. Not DU and say DUM is DUMB. You dumb. Because for you to make a statement like that and calling my friends dumb and my followers dumb people, you have to be dumb, because that's a dumb statement. Because doctors don't fix nothing, I don't fix nothing, and nobody could never ever say to hear me on my page come and say I fix things. I give all the glory to the Most High, because He's the ultimate healer. You understand? So yeah, maybe it's your first time, or maybe you're a doctor or somebody in biochemistry, but you stupid. So, what I mean? You could talk to me that way. I'm cool. I could take all these things. But when you're going to come and tell my friends, my people, how they're dumb, you made a dumb statement, so you're dumb. You're dumber. So you're dumb and dumber. You understand? Because hear this now. How I going to come and say I fix cancers when the body heals itself? Yeah, Shante?
Yes.
How am I going to do that? I'm stupid. I have common sense, I have wisdom. So when the Christ was on the earth, and He was doing the healing, you think He was doing it on His own? Who He call on Ashanti? No, He Father? He called on the Father. Because He could not do nothing without the Father. So when you're going to tell me what if doctors can't cure cancers, why you believe you can cure cancers? Because you're making money for dumb people. Who's dumb? That's stupid. You're dumb to make that statement, because doctors don't fix nothing. So because He's a doctor means he's a God. Doctors ain't no God. They die faster than us. They die younger than us too. You know what I mean? So don't make them feel like they're no God, because they don't fix nothing. Because they give you chemotherapy. You know what I mean? I don't fix nothing, but I give people ideas of what they can do to repair the diseases if they could go back to nature. That's what I do. You know what I mean? So I hope you're watching too, because you're dumb. To call my people dumb and my friends dumb on Facebook. You're dumb. You understand? We may be turned to Malcolm X now. I mean, you understand? So, come here, darling. Look at her right here. Pancreatic cancer. Huh? How long? Tell them how long.
A year and almost 4 months.
How long they give you to live?
6 months.
The same doctor and them will give you 6 months to live. How long you living now?
A year and almost 4
A
months.
year and almost 4 months, almost going on 2 years, you're living in it.
Yeah.
You follow a principle, right?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
You follow a diet.
Yes.
You go back to nature.
Right.
Ain't it?
Yep.
Right or wrong?
Right.
All right, look at her face. She been there, did it all. And there's 2 more like her around that they give 2 months to live. In Grenada, with the same pancreatic cancer. You understand? But what we did, you go back to the scriptures. You go back to the scriptures because the scriptures have all the cures, all the herbs are there. Yeah? So what you doing? Tell the people what you're doing. You eating no flesh.
Right.
You do not green diet.
Right.
Your alkaline diet.
Yep.
Tell her what you're doing. Tell the people, man. This is no joke business. Doctors could fix her. They know God. She fixing herself.
I'm eating right.
She is healing herself because her body heal itself.
Yep.
So who's the healer? So if God made the body of man and woman, and he make it in a perfect state, so who's the healer of him?
Yes.
Because he put in 2 systems in us, one to repair what is damaged and one to protect us. So if by any chance we get any disease, the body have a mechanism to heal itself. So how I can come and tell people I heal people? You're stupid, man. Tell them people you're eating. Look at them right here. Go ahead. Tell them what you do. Don't be scared.
Well,
People can learn from people like you.
well, I watch what I eat.
Wonderful.
I make sure every morning I do my protein shake with my MCP, my Holy Immune, my herbs. I make my tea. After when lunchtime, I steam my potato with my tofu, or I make my veggie burger with chickpeas and vegetables. And I do a lot of water, alkaline water, which is a water he gave me, which I know is doing me very well, making my body feel good. And that's about it. And I make sure I'm following what he tells me to do, and I will not go off, and I'm just staying on
Course.
what he tells me to do. Yes.
And you're giving the glory to who?
Yes.
You're giving the glory to the
to
Most High.
Yes.
I don't want no glory. I don't want none of that.
Yes. I just
I'm a man.
appreciate what he have done, what he's doing, and we just have to give thanks to him.
And there are many like her
Yes.
who's out there. You will see all of them eventually. Because you can never fix a toxic disease with a toxic drug. You know what I mean? You will only get temporary relief, but you won't fix it. So don't run and make them feel you're going to run and take $20,000 and spend on chemotherapy and radiation and fix cancers. You know what I mean?
Right now I'm on the chemo tablet, but with all my herbs I'm taking, the only effect I have is my hands are getting black and my feet.
Yeah.
But my hair is growing, I feel good, energetic, eating, doing all what I have to do.
And you're taking nap, right?
And I'm taking my
You're
nap.
taking your nap. You're
Yep.
taking glutathione.
Everything.
You have no side effects, right?
No.
You go, man.
No.
And you're going okay.
Yes.
You're not
doing
feeling
fine.
nauseated.
No.
You're not getting no pain.
No.
Like before.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Okay, wonderful. Give thanks.
Okay.
Blessed.
Blessed.
Yes.
Now, let's go to pancreatic cancer first. First we're going to do is pancreatic cancer. And everybody feel I fight on chemotherapy and I fight on doctors. I work with doctors. I don't fight on the chemo. I don't fight on chemotherapy. I don't fight on doctors. I don't fight them down because they're here for a purpose. But the same Christ, when he came, and them big academics with all the jacket and tie every day, been lying to the people. And when Christ come and do something that's natural and make a man see from just using clay from the earth, before you go back to nature, he didn't give them no chemo, he didn't give them no drugs, he didn't give them no chemicals. He went to nature. I'm going to nature the same way too. But I don't fight on chemotherapy because sometimes I make them take it. But while they're taking it, if it is necessary, I will conquer the side effects of it. Like I had a patient come today, breast cancer, put on a new chemotherapy drug. I don't tell her don't take it. All I'm saying is I look at the side effects. Liver problems, heart troubles, lung problem, threatening liver problems. I conquer that. I conquer the constipation. And after they finish, do their stuff, I keep the good cells well. And after the chemo is done, if they want to stay on the chemo, I put them back in nature. to disrupt the negative aspect of what the chemo did to them. So everybody come over talking about some Dr. Mary, all that. Don't, before you speak and before you type, know what you are going to say. Because these words could come back and make you look stupid. I mean, all right. Causes of pancreatic cancer, man. One of the main causes of pancreatic cancer is pancreatitis. And that's why we have a store like Ambrosia that have all the herbs that you can get. You know what I mean? We live simple lives. I don't live no big life. I don't want no big house. I want a big car. I live a simple life. You know what I mean? And my father and mother taught me to be honest and don't rob people. So I don't rob nobody. I don't rob the poor. You understand? So, pancreatitis is the first, one of the main causes of pancreatic cancer. Inflammation. Yeah? Acid pH, that change in the secretion of the pancreas, also is a cause of pancreatic cancer, because the pancreatic secretion has a pH of 8.0, 8.3. And if that pH keep on changing into an acid terrain, it's going to put the pancreas at risk of becoming inflamed. And we're going to tell you why in the exocrine part of the gland, and causing you to get pancreatitis, which causes pancreatic cancer. A clogged up digestive system also is a cause of pancreatic cancer, because pancreatic or the pancreas is part of the earth system. So it is part of the digestive system. It is what we call the most active gland in our digestive system. The pancreas is. So if it is part of the earth system, like the stomach, the small intestines, and your large intestines, and you are clogging up the earth with all these different food that you eat on a regular basis that have no atoms, you're going to harm your pancreas long term, or it's going to harm you. You see? That's the bottom line. And that's a fact. All right? So we're looking at pancreatitis, acid pH that change from 8.3 to 5.0, 3.0, and the clogged digestive system, because your pancreas is part of the earth system. All right? And don't forget, it is the most active gland in our digestive system. It is a master worker every day. All right? But if we abuse it, the pancreas that is, if we abuse the pancreas and we keep on eating foods late at night, and we keep on eating sugars at night, and we keep on eating sugars early in the morning, then you're going to have troubles with your pancreas long term if you are prone. All right? So those are the causes of pancreatic cancer. Remember that your pancreas and your gallbladder share one duct. Don't forget that. So if you have troubles in your gallbladder, it is a possibility that you're going to have troubles in your pancreas. And if you have troubles in your pancreas, it is a possibility that you're going to have troubles in your gallbladder. So when we are treating pancreatic cancer, like we're treating my sister right here, you know what I mean? We look at the pH balance, because you heard her say she's drinking alkaline water. But although she's drinking alkaline water, we have her on a alkaline diet. So we raise her pH to 7.5 or 7.45. All right? In the liquid of the bodies, but in the pancreatic in the pancreatic secretion, we raise it a little bit more to 8.9 or even 9.0. Right? The pH that is in there. Right? When we are treating pancreatic cancer, we do a bile duct cleansing. And you just heard me mention that a bile duct cleansing is important, because your pancreas and your gallbladder share one duct. So we must clean the duct in order for the pancreas and also your gallbladder to breathe better. That's important. When we are going and treat pancreatic cancer, we go and we deal with liver detoxification. That is also important. We must go to the liver because your pancreas and your gallbladder is tucked under the left and the right lobe of the liver. So that is also significant. You understand? Enemas. When you have pancreatic cancer, you must do enemas. How many enemas do you do per day, darling?
No, I do it twice a week.
Twice per week she does enemas. Because why is she doing enemas? Because she's keeping the earth healthy. She's keeping the digestive system healthy. She's keeping the colon clean. You know what I mean? All right. And we do a parasite removal. So once you have pancreatic cancer, we go to the earth system because that particular gland is part of the earth system. And because it is part of the earth system, we try to remove as much parasite as possible. Now, when you have pancreatic cancer, your doctor will do a what? A CA 19.9. That is a cancer marker of the pancreas and also of the small intestines. CA means carcinogen antigen test, and he's looking for the protein, the most abundant protein in your blood. If the CA 19.9 is high because you have symptoms of pancreatic cancer, once he does this number here, this CA 19.9, and your CA 19.9 pass the number of 35, he will tell you that your cancer is there or it is moving. That's how you know. So your CA 19.9 was how much?
This month it was 38.
Right. This month, her CA 19.9 was 38 after coming from where? 40 how much?
45.
45. So she had a CA 19.9 of 45. So then we increased the amount of herbs and supplementation that we were giving her. And it went back down to what? 34, you said 38?
38.
38. Wonderful. Right? So, the problem with pancreatic cancer is it don't give you a symptom until it starts to spread. And some of the symptoms you get is vomiting, nauseated feeling, pain in your back, under the rib cage. Those are signs that cancer is there. But you don't get that symptom until the cancer starts moving. And that is why pancreatic cancer is so hard to detect. Alright? Don't forget now. Now, I want you to go into the book of Solomon, Songs of Solomon, and I want you to go and read chapter 4 of Songs of Solomon, verses 12 and 14. Because these are the herbs I gave my patients in Grenada who have pancreatic cancer and still living after 5 years. Right? If you go into Songs of Solomon and you read chapter 4, verses 12 and 14, look what he tells us to get. Pomegranate, camphire, spikenard, calamus root, frankincense, myrrh, aloes, and saffron. They all these herbs are mentioned in this particular chapter of the Songs of Solomon, chapter 4, verses 12-14. Pomegranate, camphire, spikenard, saffron, calamus root, frankincense, myrrh, and aloes. And we know for a fact and from studies that frankincense, myrrh, and aloes shrink tumors. Especially this one here. It shrinks tumors in your brain with a chemical that is found in this particular plant. See? That's what I use. Huh? And then I go again and I go to red clover, orange peel. These two herbs have anti-tumor activity. Gentian to keep the sugar levels normal by normalizing the function of the pancreas or the gland. turmeric, while yam in case there is spasm, turmeric to help to repair the pancreatitis, while yam antispasmodic in case there's spasm of the bile duct, we calm the bile duct down. Periwinkle, which is have chemicals to help to repair cancer. Podiaco, anti-tumor activity. Danqui, to move the blood. And this herb is called Mapo. See it here? Mapo, what I use Mapo for is to get into the cells on a cellular level. So when I use a Mapo, the Mapo gets into the cells on a cellular level and cleans the cells up on a cellular level. So I use Mapo for that. Yeah? Wonderful. Then we come now and we have them on Holy Immune. Buffered vitamin C. And what I do with buffered vitamin C, I give my patient 20,000 milligrams of buffered vitamin C per day. So the vitamin C could get into the thymus gland. And the thymus gland could make a thymosin, which in turn produces your T lymphocytes, which in turn does what? Kill cancer cells. So how the hell I going to start us fix cancer? Huh? If the body does it on its own. That's common sense. You know what I mean? I don't fix nothing. Because when you take all these things here, they go in and they help different parts of the body that is dealing with the immune system. And ain't no doctors could do that. And that's why chemo don't fix nothing, because they keep dropping your white blood cells. And you can never fix anything with a low white blood cell count. It's common sense. IP6, poor greens, to normalize the pH in the blood. MCP, from orange peel. MCP from orange peel, tangerine skin, grapefruit skin, lime and lemon skin, to uncoat the cancer cells so they cannot camouflage when they're moving. If they camouflage and they fool your immune system, they can go into another organ and cause colonies there. But the MCP from nature unclog the camouflage cells, causing your immune system to pick them up. All from nature. Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. Fluorescence. Fluorescence. We use all that because pancreatic cancer is a difficult cancer to repair. You understand? It is a difficult cancer to repair. And you don't have to be no doctor or no scientist, you know, all day in a lab. Just go back to nature and then fix the body that God gave us to repair these diseases. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't take it, because I make my patient will tell me they're taking chemo. I say, okay. But look at the chemo they're taking. And I say, okay, look at the side effects. And I conquer the side effects. You know, man, until they finish take that poison. And after they take the poison, I clean them up and make the body heal itself. Frankincense oil. 3 to 4 drops under the tongue, first thing in the morning, half an hour before your meals. And angio block. Why angio block? All right. Now, angio block. Dr. Budwig said that in order for you to fix cancer, you have to get the cells back to the resting place. So you have an electron transport system. See? So when you are dealing with an electron transport system, every time you lose an electron, you become impaired. Your cells are gone. By what? By a free radical. And the free radicals come from different things. Smoke, exhaust, smoke from the vehicles that you inhale every day. They cause free radicals. Too much exercise causes oxygen-free radicals. You see what I'm saying? So you have your electron transport system. Your electron transport system is moving. Your cell's supposed to come into your lung to keep you breathing, because that's where it's supposed to be. But when you start losing your electrons through that transport system to your free radicals, your cells become lost. And once your cells become lost and end up someplace else where it's not supposed to be, it will disrupt the function of that organ that is not supposed to be in. Am I speaking clearly?
Yes.
Are you understanding what I'm saying? Am I speaking slow today? If you have a cell that's supposed to be in your lung, and that cell is supposed to keep you breathing, and that cell become lost, and that lung cell ends up in your liver, what is a lung cell doing in your liver? It's not supposed to be in your liver because it's supposed to be in your lung to keep you breathing. But once it gets into your liver, it is not a liver cell. So it disrupts the function of your liver and cause some of your cells to become wayward. And then your liver starts to malfunction. So Dr. Budwig, in his wisdom, said to the medical system, if you can find a way to get that cell to go back to the resting place, you will fix cancer. Because now, once that cell go back to the resting place, it is in balance because it's supposed to be back in your lungs. But you kill them, all of them, because you do not know how to prevent angiogenesis. So angio block will prevent the cells from creating blood vessels. And once these cells cannot create blood vessels, they cannot form a what, Asante? A tumor. Because a tumor is just a bunch of cells clocked together. So angio block is important. And where they come from? Herbs. But they want you to know them things. Because they want you to come and spend $20,000 and take your insurance for $40,000 and take all the chemotherapy for 5 years, 10 years. And after they give you the chemo, they say, well, it is only treatable but not curable. So your $20,000 gone down. And then you want to come to do the natural treatment after they tell you now that they can't fix you no more because the cancer spread in your lungs, it's gone in your brain, it's gone in your spine, it's gone in your bones, it's gone in your liver. And then when you come and the herb man treat you and you try to treat you and you die, they blame everything on the herb man. They blame everything on us. Over here, no, brother. Now let's talk about soft tissue sarcoma. And don't forget we said that sarcoma are cancers of the cartilage and the tissues. And we have 2 more days here because I'm leaving on Sunday. And we're going to do another segment on lymphoma and breast cancer on Saturday before I leave. When I go to Grenada on Sunday, I'm resting. Yeah, a couple of days well. I ain't want to see wife, I want to see I want to see me alone. Yeah, soft tissues, sarcoma. Baby, you don't want to see you, eh? True, I want to see you bad. I can't wait to see you, baby. I love you. Soft tissue, sarcoma. And with sarcomas, they affect the cartilage and the tissues. But they can also affect different parts of the body too. They are also rare cancers. But when you have them, it is very difficult because they go deep down into the body and it's more difficult to fix these type of cancers, although they're rare. So my advice to people is do not get cancer. Prevent it. That's what we teach. We teach prevention, right, Asante?
Yes.
That's all we teach. We teach prevention. Use herbs. Fast on a regular basis. You know, clean your body up. Don't be constipated. If you're going to eat your so-called fast food, take a little cleansing sometimes. But try to eat more of your raw foods than your cooked foods. Because that is the reason why you're getting cancers. From the chemicals in the atmosphere also. Now, in sarcoma cancers, there are stages. Tumor, lymph nodes. Tumor, lymph nodes. Right? The presence or absence of metastasis, meaning that spreading. This word means moving to another location. G1 to G3. That's how they grade it in the medical system. I'm only showing you how they grade it. I just grade it with sarcoma. I don't tell you where it is. I just try to fix it or help your body to heal itself. Lower or higher grades, G1 to G3, they phase that are stages or lower or higher grades of that particular disease called sarcoma. All right, we're going on to the next one. When the doctor say you are G, he is telling you, the cancer patient who have sarcoma, that the rate the tumor is growing, that is based upon the cell's appearance. So when he say you're a G, he is just telling you, the patient, that the rate of tumor is growing. And the rate it is growing, it is based on or based upon your cell's appearance in what we call a microscope, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what they do. So when they look into the microscope, they can tell you the rate your cell tumor is, your tumor is growing. That will tell the doctor that based upon the appearance of your cells in a microscope. That's how they know. And that's why we can't fight them down, because they are important. So I don't fight them down. But I'm saying to them, open your mind and open your eyes to other treatment also, because there are others out there that deal with nature. You understand? So we don't fight them down because they know how to do certain things with the tissues and look for cells that is damaging to the body. You know what I mean? But don't come and make us feel we are not important, because all of us is important on the earth. Dig that. Second one, T. The T is the size of the tumor. And the T1A is the tumor on what? On the surface. So the T1A, if you go to a doctor and you have sarcoma, he will say to you, your T1A, your T1A, your 2TA is when your tumor is on the surface. Telling you that the cancer just start. Stages. Right? Don't forget now. G is the rate the tumor is growing, and that is based upon the cell's appearance in a microscope. Tumor, T, is the size of the tumor, and T1A is the tumor is on the surface. T1A, T12. That's how they grade them. All right? I'm only giving you a numbers from the medical system. Yeah? Now, when you have sarcoma, and the doctor says to you, B, T1B, T2B, he is telling you now that your tumor is deeper and it is affecting other organs. So it's moving from one place to the next. That's T1B and T2B. The tumor is deeper and it's affecting other organs. And it is also going into your stomach. It can go into the uterus. It can go into the lymph nodes, because it's moving, because that's a fast-moving cancer. Look at the grades. Let's look at symptoms. So that's all your grades over here. Let's look at symptoms of sarcoma cancer. We're looking at symptoms now. Lump or a mass develop somewhere in your body. Swelling in your arms. That is not really saying that you have sarcoma, but those are signs. Don't come and see Patrick Dells. Go see a doctor before they come and say us fight on doctors. Swelling in your arms. Limited mobility. Lesions of the skin or organs and tissues. And this here is when any part of the tissue or organ become damaged by the tumor. Lesions, they call it. So when they're being damaged by the tumor, then you know for a fact that you get this condition right here. All right? Number 5. If it is or gets to the abdomen, the cancer that is, you get pain, you get vomiting, and you get constipation. All right? And once you get constipated, you can fix cancers because you're retaining waste. It's common sense. Facts. All right? So if the abdomen is affected, you start to get pain, vomiting, and constipation. 6. If the cancer moves into the digestive system, as we said before, and start affecting your liver, you feel full after eating a small meal. And that is why when people have hepatitis or they have cancer in the liver, they can't afford to have to even drink it or take a teaspoon of water because they feel full. That is a sign that something is wrong in your digestive system or your liver. Either the cancer is in your digestive system, your stomach, or the cancer is in your liver. Bottom line, vomiting, blood. Vomiting, blood. That's another sign again that sarcoma is present. It don't have to be. It could be an ulcer, but check your doctor. Don't go by Patrick Dells. 8. Dark stool, telling us that there's blood in your stool. If you're taking iron, that could happen. If you're not taking iron, there's blood in your dark stool, check a doctor. Get a stool test. You know what I mean? See if there is cancer in that area. Very significant. Or you can do what? A CEA. A CEA. A CEA means a carcinogen embryonic antigen test. Again, they're looking for a protein. The antigen. The most abundant protein in the system. They look for that. So your CEA goes from 0 to 5.0. Now, if your doctor see your CEA is passing this number, he will get alarmed and start checking to see if the cancer is moving to different places. Don't forget them names now. All right? We have to teach each other, you know. I mean, all right. Different types of sarcoma, there are different types of them. And there is one called Kaposi sarcoma and sarcoma, and a lot of the times people who have AIDS get this particular cancer. Because again, the immune system is what? The immune system is what again, Ashanti? It's weak. Because once you have AIDS acquired immunodeficiency, what does it mean? Deficiency.
Yes.
You're deficient. So once you're deficient in what? Minerals, vitamins, amino acids, and enzymes, your immune system can't function. So you get what? Kaposi sarcoma. Woo! You understand? Leiomyosarcoma. That's another form of the sarcoma, and the next one is called liposarcoma. 3 of them, don't forget them now. This one is more of when people have AIDS. And the immune system is so messed up, they have a low level of CD4 cells or CD8 cells. They drop to a low level, like maybe 14, 30. The immune system is not functioning well, so they get Kaposi sarcoma. You know what I mean? Affect the tissues. Don't forget. Let's look at the cause of sarcoma cancer. Let's look at the cause of soft tissue sarcoma. They say age because lots of people who come down with soft tissue sarcoma is over 50. But there are younger people who get in it too. So it's not only an old age disease, as I always say to people. These things are not from age. Environmental toxins. Farmers who spray Roundup, Gramazone, Miracle-Gro are exposed to these chemicals. They either come down with Hodgkin's lymphoma, or soft tissue sarcoma. People who are exposed to chemicals. Vinyl chloride. That is one of the main causes of soft tissue sarcoma. And that's the reason why I said in the beginning, don't blame Jehovah God for nothing. Because he never put them things in the environment. He gave us a clean environment to live in. You understand? All he said to us was to take care of the earth because we are tenants. So if you are a landlord and you have a wayward tenant mashing up your property, what you going to do? Not expel him? You're going to expel him from your apartment building. So eventually, if we don't clean up the earth, the Most High is going to expel us permanently. All those who want to do it, all of us who want to do it, He's going to keep us here. All those who don't want to keep the earth healthy and spraying Gramazone and Roundup and Miracle Grow and MSG and all these chemicals in the soil and causing us to get cancer, He's going to move them out of the earth. He's going to expel them from the earth because they are tenants. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, they that dwell within. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell within. We ain't own nothing. And that's the reason why when you die, you go in a casket. You go back to the earth because you belong to the earth. The earth don't belong to you. You belong to the earth. Upholstery. A lot of people who fix upholstery, when you have your couch in your house and you're going to recover them with upholstery, that is one of the main causes again of soft tissue sarcoma. Wire coatings. Also, kitchen utensils, especially plastics. Kitchen, lot of the things you have in your kitchen. Lots of the things you have in your kitchen. Kitchen utensils, especially plastics that don't come from vegetables. They are the cause, some of them, of soft tissue sarcoma. Forget. Radiation therapy. So they come and they give you radiation therapy and say to you, well, we're going to kill the cancer cells. So they give you radiation. But they don't tell you that the radiation therapy can lead to soft tissue damage after 5 years of treatment, causing you to get soft tissue sarcoma. And that is the reason why when I interviewed a doctor in Cincinnati, the cancer specialist, she said yes, radiation do cause secondary cancer, but not in everybody. But they don't tell them it can lead to soft tissue damage after 5 years of taking your radiation, and 10 years after taking it, and 15 years after taking it. You understand? Dioxin. Dioxin is a group of chemicals that form while you're doing what? While you're burning industrial waste. People, they're killing us. So how come you want to go and blame God? You know? God, look, we read the Old Testament, he's violent. Yeah? Because people are trying to destroy his earth. Won't you get violent too if a man wants to destroy your family? Huh? If a man come into your house to kill your children and your wife, and your mother and your father, won't you get violent to kill him too? Before you kill your family? You will get violent. You understand? So when somebody do wrong to you, you won't get violent. Alright? So, now, when we are going and fix soft tissue sarcoma, we are using the 8-method therapy of sweating and purging. And when we go to sweating or purging, remember we said in the first page, we said that tumor, lymph nodes. Tumor, lymph nodes. And remember that your lymphatic system is part of the immune system, because that's where you house your macrophages and your T lymphocytes. So look at the herb you come to. Learn about the herbs. Look at them down here. All these are herbs we use for the lymphatic system to drain it, to cause the fluids to become thin so that your lymphatic system can flow better. And while we are draining your lymphatic system by doing what? Sweating, by using one of the 8 better therapy, sweating and purging and brushing to wake it up. We're using the herbs now to make the lymphatic system flow better by making the fluid become thin, because your lymphatic system is vested in fluids that flow parallel to the bloodstream intra and ultra. And that is the reason why when a woman has breast cancer and she has it in the lobule of the breast, her cancer moves into her lymphatic system and affect the nodes there. And if the lymphatic system is strong from sweating and using the plants, the cancer can never go there, because once it goes there, the cancer moves into the lungs of the cancer patient. So what we do? We strengthen the lymphatic system by stimulating it and causing the fluid to flow thin, so that you could have the fluids or intra and ultra toxins going out and good things coming in. So we use what? Red clover. We use red clover there. Mark the herbs down. Come to ambrosia. Come and get your plants in ambrosia. Come and take some of them and do your cleansing and your detoxification on a regular basis. It didn't cost you more than even $50 or $100. Come and clean your system up. Drain your lymphatic system. Red clover, Pediaco, red root, lymphatic drainage, blessed thistle, strengthen your liver, strengthen your digestive system, increase your digestive juices. Huh? Blue violet, one of the best herbs for your lymphatic system. Remember that we are making a formula with these plants together, because one herb do not work as quick as when you put plants together in a formula, right? So we're going to call this formula burdock red root compound, cyprian, chaparral, shrink tumors, sheep sorrel. Now this herb here, chaparral, when you're going to buy this plant, make sure you come and talk to Ashanti or you talk to Roland, because they will have to know how you have to mix this particular herb in the other plants. So this herb should be much less than the other herb that is the main herb and the supporting herb. And that is why you must go to a herbalist to give you the herb so you can use them the right way. Now chaparral have alkaloids, and some plants have these compounds called peroxidine alkaloids. And these alkaloids, sometimes if you use the plant for a long period of time, these plants can cause you to get veno-occlusive disease of your liver. But you have to know to mix them to cut down on the side effect of that plant. So don't just come into Ambrosia and say, Ashanti, give me 2 ounces of chaparral. You talk to Ashanti first and he will know to mix them for you. All right? Don't forget that. Echinacea. Echinacea is a herb that works on the lymphatic system, but it also increases the function of your T cells and your CD4 cells. But it helps the lymphatic system to flow well, and it builds up the immune system. And that's the reason why when you have a cold or flu in the flu season and you drink this herb 3 and 4 cups every 4 hours, that flu disappears because it builds up the immune system. Cat's claw. Sarcoma. Remember, sarcoma is a cancer of the tissues and the cartilage. Although this herb builds the immune system, it works in that area, cartilage and tissues. See? Burdock root. And there is burdock root, there is burdock seed. You know what I mean? And these herbs are this one here is very significant for the lymph system, but it also helps the fluid of the lymphatic system to flow better. and become thin. Once it's thin, it flows well. If it's clogged up, it can't flow. You start to get lumps under your arm, lumps in your neck, lumps in your groin, lumps in your transverse colon. See, those are signs or symptoms telling you that your lymph system is clogged up. And the great herb we have in the Caribbean called Mobi. I love this plant. It's a bitter principle herb, but it is so important because it has lots of berberine. So when you have the soft tissue sarcoma and you have troubles in the digestive system where you're getting pain, we mix the Mobi and we mix it with some sorrel and with some bay leaf and with some chamomile and with some skull cap, and then we give it a drink 3 to 4 cups per day, and then all of a sudden it goes away. Artrit works better with another one called Matrix. They work together. You don't have the one here because it's sold out. But when you have arthritis or when you have cancer that affects the tissues and the cartilage, we give you Artrit to help while we are doing herbal treatment. If you're taking the chemotherapy, if you're taking your chemo, that's if you want to take that, that's your choice. We give you NAC. If you're taking your chemo, we give you glutathione. Because glutathione and NAC, they work together. And you have to replenish glutathione because the liver makes it. But when you're taking chemotherapy, because the chemo starts destroying the good and the bad cells, it also destroys your liver cells and also destroys the amount of glutathione that the body makes. And this is the most abundant antioxidant in the body. So you must use that, especially if you are taking chemo. Right? Teach a doctor about them. Let them learn about NAC. Because I asked the doctor the other day, do you know about NAC? No. I said, go look it up. Learn about NAC. Not because you are a doctor means you can't learn nothing. She looked it up. And she was amazed at what NAC does. See? She looked it up, glutathione. She was amazed. And the same doctor talked to me today. A lady oncologist. IP6. See what IP6 does? Cell defense formula with inositol. Cell defense. It defends your cells from being damaged by the chemotherapy while they keep your good cells well. So, you're almost done. I need to go home. Yes, sir. So, you know, we have a cancer patient we treating now, breast cancer. And she's taking her chemotherapy. She gave me the drug today. And I looked at the drug, I said, wow, that drug has lots of side effects. So I have to look at the side effects. And I have to conquer the side effect of the drug. Because I cannot tell the patient don't take chemotherapy. But I can defend her body by being bombarded by the toxic drug. So, her doctor, who is an oncologist, called me on the phone. And we talking a lot. And I'm learning from her. And she's learning from me today. And I'm saying to her, but you know what you all have to do? You all have to learn about natural treatment when you all are giving a patient a toxic drug. Yes, I know. And all the words she used to me, some of them I don't understand. Could you explain that word to me, please? And she explained it. So I learned. And I learned. And she learned from me. Because I'm saying to her, look at what this drug does. It affects your liver. Life-threatening effect of your liver. It affects your heart. Life-threatening effect of the heart. It affects the lungs. Life-threatening effect of the lungs. Just to get rid of a tumor that is 2.5 centimeters in the chest cavity. And you don't want to go in the chest cavity because the tumor is too deep in. So you're going to give a toxic drug. So I said, let me, Patrick Dells, treat your patient with some herbs and some supplementation that will cut the side effects of the drug you're giving her. Yes, sir. We can go ahead. And that is the reason why we're saying that if they could only open their mind and open their heart to have lots of love for the patient, knowing that the treatment that they're giving you is not a cure. It is only treatable but not curable. And they're telling you that you have a 5-year survival rate to live. So after 5 years, the cancer comes back and kills you. So God is great because He's opening doors now for some of them to listen and say, listen, we can work together for the common goal of doing what? Of helping the patient to stay better. We don't want no credit to say we cure nothing because we don't cure anything. You don't want no credit to say you cure nothing because you don't cure nothing. The ultimate healer is Jehovah God. He is the ultimate healer because we don't fix nothing because He gave us the body to heal itself if given the right nutrition. So I don't heal nothing. So anybody who come and say about money, the body, I live a simple life. So I live simple. I don't walk on no jacket and tie. I live a simple life. I go back to Grenada in my little hole and I see my patients and I live. I'm alright. All I want to do is to teach the people so that they could learn. Because I won't be around. You see they kill Sebi? You see the poison Sebi? You see they kill Dr. Gaynor? You see when they kill him? I'm okay. My father protects me, so I don't have no trouble with that. But I ain't scared of nothing because at the end of the day, my job is to teach the people from what I learned and pass it on to someone else. Each one teach one. So you never see me on any one of my videos come and say, I fix cancer. I have cancer patients who is in remission after 14 years. Some of them never took chemotherapy. And I never said to them, I fixed them. I said to them, give Jehovah God the glory. Because He's the one. And He's the ultimate healer of all things. That's what I say. All the time. I don't want no glory. So, Ambrosia 718-469-0985. It is in your community. I'm leaving on Sunday. But you have to come in and take herbs and clean up your organs and have your organs functioning at peak. So when anything come in, like a cancer, it could take care of the cancer cell and destroy it before you could go and put poison in your body to fix a toxic disease. You understand? That's all I gotta say. Next week, Friday, I'm back in Grenada on Sunday. I'm here till Saturday. I'm back in Grenada on Sunday. And on Friday next week, we are going on a 7-day cleansing and detoxification program. And we know we do it every 2 or 3 months. So prepare yourself for next week Friday because we're going to have a video on starting that program so you could stay healthy and you can prevent a disease and have a good quality of life when you get older. Because that's the key. The key is to have a good quality of life when you get older so you could die in peace. Blessed love and give Jehovah God the glory, man. Ultimate healer is Jehovah God. To the place, man. Yeah. God. Boom! I love you, baby. Shoot Marcus Garvey, man. Shoot Marcus. Marcus Garvey. Yes. Shoot Stolen Legacy. Yeah, man. Yes. African heritage. Bless. good? You can't stop for it, let's see. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?